Jesus tells the story of a father who had two sons. The younger son asked for his inheritance early, essentially wishing his father dead. The father, full of grace, gave it to him. The son left for a distant country and squandered everything in wild living. Broke and starving, he ended up feeding pigs, an unclean job for a Jew, and longed to eat their food. Realizing his sin, he decided to return home, not as a son, but hoping to be accepted as a servant. While he was still far off, the father saw him and ran to embrace him. The son began his apology, but the father interrupted with joy, restoring him immediately as a son. He gave him a robe, a ring, and sandals, and threw a great feast, saying, "My son was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." Meanwhile, the older brother was angry. He had served loyally, yet never received such celebration. The father gently reminded him, "You are always with me, and all that I have is yours. But we had to celebrate because your brother was lost and is found." Key themes: God's unconditional love and mercy, repentance and forgiveness, the danger of self-righteousness and jealousy. Moral lesson: the parable teaches that no matter how far we stray, God's mercy is always greater than our mistakes. The father's reaction shows that God doesn't wait for us with anger, but runs toward us with love the moment we choose to return. At the same time, the older brother reminds us that self-righteousness and bitterness can blind us to grace. True faith calls us not only to accept God's forgiveness for ourselves, but also to rejoice when others receive it, even those we may think don't deserve it. This story challenges us to practice humility, compassion, and celebrate redemption, not just in theory, but in the way we treat others.